Yes, we'll get ready.
What are we doing today then?
For school club in February. School club in the Simpsons movie on February.
Do you watch the Simpsons movie at school club?
Yes, at Katie.
I see.
For a kid who 2 years ago didn't want to go to school at all, he's so excited about getting to stay an extra 3 hours every Wednesday. He's going to be gutted when this ends at Easter.
Hello folks and welcome to today's vlog. We're back at the gym. It's weights day. Anna is moaning about it being cold apparently. It's not cold. I'm out in shorts and t-shirt. I'm absolutely fine. It's just gone 9 o'clock in the morning, so our pensioners' passes to get into the gym are just about to become valid. Probably about 3 degrees outside at the moment. The weather's doing this weird thing at the moment where it's like 1, 2, 3 degrees first thing in the morning, but by the time we walk Dave around lunchtime, it's like 16 degrees. It's lovely t-shirt weather. But we're here at the gym, gonna get the gym sorted. Andy went off to school fine. He is loving that after school club. I don't know what we're gonna do when that ends. We'll have to think of something else for him to do on Wednesday. Suggestions down in the comments if they still exist. And as it is Wednesday, obviously we're gonna have to find an activity to keep ourselves amused while he's at after school club, and we'll go and pick him up later on today. But first, the gym, come along. Note for the future, coming to the gym first thing in the morning is a bad idea because everyone else seems to have the same idea. Couldn't get on a treadmill, there was queues for all of the weights and stuff. I've never known it so busy in there. It's mad. I thought all the people who joined in January would be done by now. So I think for Friday's session we go back to the original plan of going in there while my videos are rendering. In fact, we kind of have to do that on Friday because Anna finishes uni at lunchtime on Friday and then we go. So should be a little less busy on Friday. That was mad. Work done for the day. It's about 4:30. Anna's sent me out for supplies. We've got about an hour until we need to pick Andy up from school. Very productive afternoon of work though, including laying the early groundwork for a couple of brand deals that are going to be appearing on the channel over the next couple of weeks. I know we've tended to not do a lot of brand deal stuff previously. Hopefully you can understand why we're probably going to have to do a little bit more of that over the coming weeks and months with all the uncertainty around family channels on YouTube at the moment. So there's a couple that are probably going to appear over the next week or two. They fit the channel quite well. They should work in fairly seamlessly. I am going to be looking for your feedback on them though, both in terms of your initial feedback now, knowing there's deals coming, and also when we do them, I want your feedback on them as well, because it's all well and good doing brand deals to grab a quick buck, but if that's going to chase 2,000 of you away in the long run, it's a bad idea. So trying to work out where the sweet spot is for making sure that we can pay all our bills, but that we don't end up just becoming one of those sellout channels that does a brand deal on every video. Or is that a sellout? Is that just how YouTube works now? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'm gonna go and buy chicken. Further sign that stupid winter is on its way out. This is the first time I've picked Andy up from this after school club and it's still been light. Look, light's not on. It was on for a second because Anna just went out the door, but it's not dark yet. This is awesome. Summer is coming, boys and girls, even though it's officially still winter. As of right now, in the car, is there a way for me to see what the temperature is without turning the radio on? I don't think there is. It's about 15 degrees in the car. And it's nearly 6 o'clock, it's like 2 minutes to 6. This weather is insane, but brilliant. I'd happily have this right now, all year round, 12 months a year, sort of 15 to 18 degrees, dry, blue skies, doesn't need to be super hot, but not rain, not stupid cold. Where in the world is this kind of temperature all year round? I want to live there. The sun is setting quickly. I need Andy to be in the car before I have to put the light on for me to officially be able to celebrate the start of summer. Come on, come on. Here he is. Here he is. Hello.
Was that a good school club?
Was it a good school club?
You got your effort on, man.
Open this.
Did you have a good day?
I've done with this.
So was school club good?
We are going home.
What did you do?
Going home.
You're going home now, are you?
Yeah.
Someone just came over and asked if we were members of staff here. I'm going to turn the camera off and leg it before someone comes out and tells me off. Quick, run! We're home. And guess what's only 75p in Tesco at the moment? I will be going for a tray like this every day until they tell me to stop, or they stop being 75p each. Well, we're home. I'm playing Trials on the Switch for Andy to watch again, whilst he's also watching in the night garden. He's getting himself a twofer while Anna sits over there doing uni work. Because she's a good girl, aren't you? Mm. She's not very happy about the work.
We're going to Disneyland in May.
We are going to Disneyland in May. Are you excited?
Yeah.
88 days. Was that right? 88 days? 88 days and then we go to Disney. Is that exciting?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure who's more excited, me or him. He talks about it, just randomly throws it out there more often than I do. But any time I think about it, I get a little jittery with excitement. So excited. Oh, that game is addictive. I might have to restrict myself to only playing it when Andy is around, because otherwise I could lose entire evenings to that game, and that would be a bad thing. That's pretty much how we've spent the evening. It is now 5 to 9. Andy's only just gone up to bed now, so slightly late at bedtime than usual. Not a disaster, because he is starting to get up earlier and earlier as the sun's rising earlier in the mornings. As much as I'm loving the fact that we're getting nice weather, bright sunshine, all that stuff, it is meaning Andy's gradually starting to wake up a little bit earlier. He's still having fairly regular days when he's waking up before the sun, but what the sun rising a little bit earlier is meaning is that on those days when he previously would have stayed in bed, he's now still getting up early, not as early as his 3 AM getting out of bed because he's hungry stuff, but I think the sun's rising about 6:30 now, so that's the absolute latest he's staying in bed now, and that's obviously only going to get earlier and earlier as summer goes on. We do have those blackout blinds that were sent to us towards the end of last year. We haven't used them yet because there's been no reason to use them, but I think we're going to get those set up in his bedroom over the weekend, and hopefully that'll help with that. We've also got some new melatonin on the way, which should be ready to collect any time now. There's been a bit of hassle getting it as ever, because liquid melatonin, which is what Andy has to have, is a controlled substance in the UK apparently, or controlled substance isn't the right word. It's an unlicensed medication, I think that's what they call it, only in its liquid form. If you can buy melatonin tablets, I think, but in its liquid form it's unlicensed, so we have to jump through all sorts of hoops to get hold of it. We should have some of that this week as well, which that should be a big help with his sleep too. The last thing I wanted to talk to you about as part of Secret End of the Vlog Club before we departed for the day, I alluded to it earlier when I talked about doing some brand deals and how it was still a bit of an uncertain, iffy time on the channel, and it kind of is. Thankfully, as it stands right now, as I'm recording this on Wednesday evening, we still haven't had any videos demonetised as part of the current shenanigans and nonsense that's going on. But we have had issues, obviously, with all our videos being disabled. I manually re-enabled them and am now constantly living in fear that YouTube will punish me for doing that some way, somehow. But we've also had all of our upload defaults removed, which is a pain in the bum. I talked about that the other day. And the latest issue that all seems related is I'm getting quite a few reports coming through from people who normally watch YouTube with restricted mode turned on, that you're not currently able to watch our videos if you watch YouTube in restricted mode, which might not sound like a big deal because most people probably don't have restricted mode turned on, but my understanding is restricted mode is on as standard if you're not logged in. So the net effect of that at the moment is it seems you have to be logged into YouTube to be able to watch our videos, and you have to be over whatever age you have to be to do that, 13 I guess. So it is having a bit of an effect. My worry isn't necessarily that it's costing us maybe a couple of hundred views a day. That's something we'll obviously recover from. My worry is if we've been put behind the restricted mode wall, when that's happened to channels and to content in the past, it usually also means that you stop showing up in search results, you stop showing up in recommended, in the little bars along the side of the screen, all the places where you organically get new content from. So that explains why our back catalogue is barely getting touched at all at the moment. Normally the split in views we get on the channel is, we usually get somewhere between 8 and 15,000 views on that day's video when a video comes out. Recently it's been averaging sort of between 8 and 10,000. Sometimes it's a little bit more, sometimes it's a little bit less, but it usually averages somewhere around there. But the actual total daily views on the channel can be anywhere from 25,000 up to 100,000 views a day sometimes when business is really good, with the huge majority of it being back catalogue stuff. At the moment we're still getting our 10-ish thousand views a day on new videos when they come out, but we're not getting much on top of that. We're getting maybe another 5 to 10,000 views on top, so very little back catalogue stuff. It's basically people who have watched that video and then maybe caught up on the last couple of days worth. It's really clear from the analytics that there's almost nobody finding us through a video from a year ago or from a specific topic video, and that's kind of our bread and butter. That's where the bulk of the views from the channel come from, the extensive back catalogue we've got, and that's not showing up anywhere at the moment. And if that continues long term, that's a bit of a problem. I'm hoping it's just another short-term thing, and I'm hoping that's the last thing I discover from all of the nonsense going on at the moment, because I've had enough surprises now. Just like things to go back to normal. But like I said earlier in the video, we are starting to put provision in place for if things don't go back to normal. There has been a surge in people signing up for our Patreon, which I massively appreciate. Thank you for that. That's a huge difference maker. And we're going to layer on top of that with more brand deals. We're actively going out looking for them now. For the last 2 years, we've only really done brand deals where the brands have come to us and then we pick the ones we want to do. Whereas now I'm reaching out to companies that I would like to work with and being a bit more proactive with it, which is what the two that are going to be coming up over the next few weeks are, which is why they fit quite well with the channel, because they're things that won't look massively out of place. We're not doing teeth whitening or hair perming just yet, but it might get to that point. You might see me with whitened teeth and a perm if someone's willing to pay me enough to do it, if YouTube carries on messing me around and it's my only option. But I really hope it doesn't come to that. Oh, right, I need to focus on getting you edited together, and we go again tomorrow, hopefully with another bright sunny day, although Anna tells me that the ridiculous unseasonal weather is going to come to an end now, which makes me a little bit sad. I've loved it the last few days. More of this, please. I mean, in fact, it's been more than that. It's been as long back as VidCon now. I've not really been wearing a coat in videos, so that's a couple of weeks. Really quite nice weather. I'm happy. I would be happy for summer to just come and start now. We don't need the rest of winter. We don't need spring. Just straight into summer. That would be ace. If you've enjoyed today's video, by the way, look at the state of this animal. At least he's not charging around like a lunatic. If you've enjoyed today's video, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for us. Subscribe to the channel for more daily vlogs. And thank you very much for watching.